Hi all, right, back with more Red Storm, Dark Blue Defection, Scenario 4, Iron Eagle. We're getting close to the end of this scenario. This is part 23, no, yeah, 23 I think. I'm just putting together part 22 there, so still the same night. Not sure if I've got much more in me tonight, but I'd like to still create one more part. And that might I brought the dog up with me, so might have some background noise. Yeah, so I figured we probably might want to be starting a bombing run, Okay, well, nothing to talk about. No more comments as of yet. I'm sure they might come in as the parts get out there. But so it was NATO's turn. So we're going to draw a chip. Yeah, hoping for a result here because Siskov hasn't acted yet. So fingers crossed we get something. What, a 2? Oh, could be. Oh, it's a 1. Okay. I don't know if you can see that or not. It wasn't a 0, it's a 1. So we're getting 1. Well, the thing is, we know that when Siskov activates, or when it's his turn to move, Cobra is his nearest flight, so he's going to go for that. And I suppose, yeah, you're kind of seeing now whether other scenarios are maybe you can sort of play around that a little bit, just keep your distance. But I suppose you want your fighters close to their fighters. You want your bombers at the back, sort of. However, if this was a 2-player game right now and you were about to activate Siskov, would you not sort of know that slam flight that of F111s carrying all the bombs, or you would have some knowledge, would you? I don't know. Again, it's difficult with solo to sort of hide that stuff, to create that fog of war, I suppose. So we'll just push on. Listen, I've been really enjoying it, so it's not. I'm not knocking it. I suppose you start looking at the things and think, if I was playing this 2-player. But here's me saying that, and I'm totally against trying to play a 2-player game with both sides. So maybe I'm being hypocritical there as well. Anyway. Right, so we've got one activation. So I think it's got to be Silver Fox, isn't it? Saint has turned into a cap flight, admittedly. So he could turn and look at Siskov, but I think the fact, like I say, Siskov might take Cobra on, but Cobra kind of dealt with things fine when the MiG-23s came at him. So admittedly, there was only one aircraft in that flight, whereas Siskov has, I want to say 3 maybe, or maybe 2. Well, it's got 2 undamaged. It's got 1 that's damaged. But that doesn't count for when it attacks, so it would only be attacking with 2 aircraft, wouldn't it? Anyway. Right, we're going to go for Silver Fox, aren't we? And as we've found out, there's no, unless we've missed something, there's no real point. Well, we've already got this with a suppression of 1 on it. So we're as well just going for the SAM and be done with it. So I'm going to move Silver Fox, which is F16. I'll stretch around there and get the card. And he's going to have a go at this SA-13 yet again. He's got 1 EOGM left. And then that would be him clean flight as well and be able to go for Siskov as well. Or we may consider, depending on what happens with the SAM, we may consider having a look at the guns option. Maybe not just for the SAM. We've got this 2K22, and I suppose if we wanted the bombers to get out of there safely, we've got an SA-13 there and a 2K22 there on the way out. So I might get around to having a look at how the guns work, if we can use them, and if it's seriously a viable option. Okay, so Silver Fox is still laid in at medium altitude. Right, he's going to have to go straight to start with because he's got max turn marker on. So he's got a speed of 3. That's probably all he needs, because he wants to move in here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So are we going to stay at medium? Let's see, if we drop to low, it gives him better chance, but then he takes on the... Yeah, I think he's better with a -2 modifier, really. Just keeping away from the inherent AAA. Okay, so I think I'm just going to leave his speed at 3. Excuse me. So we'll leave his speed at 3. Medium altitude. His first movement point is into there. That max turn comes off. He's got 2 movement points left. He's going to use his second movement point to do 120 turn, is it? Yeah, as usual, I can never remember. Yeah, 120 turn. So that would be 30. Actually, I might not need the 120. 30, 60. Yeah, he's not going to need 120, is he? Probably just 60, actually. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so that's one movement. But when he's done that, he's then going to set his bomb and run. He's 3 hexes away. He's going to set his bomb and run. He's looking up the spine there. He's got 1 more movement point. He's now going to move into here and launch his missile. However, before that happens, we need to check the SA-13. Now, he stayed at medium altitude, so there's not any inherent AA. There's not any other AA round about. So just that. And so yeah, well, first of all, we need to check if the SA-13 is going to consider attacking at long range. So we need to roll. What is it again? Is it odd it won't attack? No, odd it will attack, even no attack. So let's go and roll that for that first. Right, so odd it will attack, even it will not. Here we go. Odd, what did I say? It will attack, I think. Yeah, that's a bummer. Okay, I was kind of hoping just to go in there and not have this, but okay, well, it's going to happen. Well, actually, hang on here. The fact that it's attacked, it gets marked with a SAM launch marker. Does that not mean that when I send my bombers in, it can't attack? That's right, isn't it? When it's got a SAM launch marker, they can only attack once per turn. Right, well, we'll get to that. It's strange how, you see these rules, and I only dealt with that recently, and now I'm sort of doubting myself about that. So, swinging around here again. Actually, did I not use my third movement point up? Yeah, I moved straight ahead, then I made a turn, then I moved this, with the turn I set my IP, then I moved into that hex. Yeah, that was my last movement point, I think, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was. Okay, so we've got a SAM attack first. What player raid card is that? 3 or 2, maybe it must be 2, it's not 3. Okay, so SAM attack. Right, let's have a look at this. Okay, so SAM attack. Right, and it's an SA-13. Let's bring the little card along. And let's not even look at that table up above and just go with what we've got. So we're at medium altitude. Yeah, of course. We benefit here, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, this is good for us. Because we're at medium altitude and he's at long range, so he gets a -3 to basically that takes care of the first two modifiers. Now it's an infrared SAM attack, so he gets a -1 there as well, so that's -4. Infrared SAM attack from forward hemisphere. You know what? It is. It is. Sorry, probably should have paused there rather than drag that across. I mean, it's clearly coming straight towards us, isn't it? So that's going to be a -1 as well. So we're getting a -5 on this roll. Yeah, so -5. And he needs a 12 or greater to hit. Right, I'll just move the card out of the way and we'll get the dice on. See how we go on. Right, okay, so -5. Where are we? There we go. Right, here we go. Oh, it's a pretty decent roll though. Oh, I think we're just getting away with a 16 -5 is 11. Yeah, we're just getting away with that. Oh, only just. Wow. Yeah, it's 12 or greater would have been a possible hit. So it is a miss. No effect. But that's good. Well, that he has launched. He's launched a missile though. Yeah, miss. The attack is negated by the flight's defensive tactics. The SAM attack misses. That's what we got. So it says after resolving the attack, mark the SAM unit with a SAM launch marker. The flight may continue movement if it has movement points remaining. Well, I don't think I had a movement point left there. Well, it's not going to have done an awful lot. I have a watch back on the footage, just in case. Right, so he's got a SAM launch marker now. Oh yeah, and of course we're attacking it now, aren't we? As well. Right, well I'll come back to checking, but I'm pretty sure the reason that's got that is then says that it can't. It's launched this turn. I don't think it can do it again. Why am I having doubts there? I don't know. Sometimes the rules get on top of you. Okay, so right, yeah. So we're started a bombing run. We moved in. We're in range. We're attacking with an EOGM. I'm going to mark off the last EOGMs from Silver Fox. So now he is a clean flight as well and can switch to cap, which is good. Right, but what would be better is us getting a result here. Right, let's say this is playing card 3. And indeed it is. So we've only got one EOGM. So let's see what we're up against here. So this is obviously the table, EOGM. We've been here before, that's a dice roll. Our modifiers are just in that section there. Unfortunately, this is where we get the bad modifier. So we got a -2 for being attacking from medium. There was no modifiers. Nope. That didn't apply as well. Doesn't apply. It's not profile A. Right, nothing else applies. So we've got a -2 for being at medium, and yeah, that's it really. So I think I want to say we want a 9 at least. I mean, ideally we want a lot more than a 9, but well. Right, okay, so here goes with -2. Oh, come on. This Sam's just not. So 7 -2 is 5, so that'll be that. That's a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, we needed a minimum of 7, didn't we? Yeah, well, if we'd been at low altitude, we would have got the 7, but however, we weren't. Okay, well that's that. Well, nothing more to do there then, is there? And that was the only flight we had. We only had one initiative, so yeah. That's Silver Fox done. done its thing. We only had one airship, so that goes back in the cup. So it's over to Warsaw Pact again now. And well, he's only got one flight left. He's only got Siskov. Yeah, that's the only flight he's got on the map, because the other one flew off the map. So that's a 2, might be a 0. No, it's similar chip, or maybe the same chip. So, well, that's him actually. He's getting his last flight moved. Okay, so, well, he's got flights within 7. Cobra's his nearest target, so that's what he's looking at. So play red card 5. He's not got any issues on him, has he? No, there's nothing on the card. So yeah, we're just going to see if he's going to BVR or attempt standard air. Okay, so here we are back at engagement actions. Yeah, so a 6 or less, it'll be BVR. Here we go. So 5, so yeah, BVR again. Okay, so Cobra's his target. It's the nearest human player flight. Right, sorry for the noise. I don't know how loud that's coming through, but she's ripping up paper or something. So dash for all, unless already set at combat. Move to target flight, altitude band. Now, what are they regarding altitude? Both the same. Yeah, both at medium. So move into enemy forward arc if possible, then beam, then rear, and then attempt PVR. Now, there's no going to be any restrictions this time because there are no friendly flights left, so the rules of engagement are going to be fine. So let's go and have a look then. Okay, so can he... Right, MiG-29, medium altitude. If he... Well, he's going to set dash, actually. Yeah, I was just recalling. I think I forgot to set dash on Zelenko flight. Like to give it the marker, not the mark, because we took care of it anyway. So can he get? Oh, hang on. Cobra's undetected, Grant. Before you move any further. Oh dear. Okay. Let's just take this back a second. I'm pretty sure he's still going to be doing this. Yeah, Cobra's undetected. So determine the target. We've rolled the dice. He has BVR weapons. The rules of engagement aren't going to interfere. Yeah, he's got his radar home himself. So 7 range from the front, 4 from the beam, 2 from the rear. So yeah, so who's his nearest then now? Oh dear, this could be their bombers. Well, it's either bombers or Saint. Is Saint 1 hex closer, or are they the same? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're both the same. They're both detected. So determine target, select nearest detected human player flight, ignoring human player flight stat with bot flights, random select ties. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Right, so we're going to have to randomise between Slam, who's a bombers, and Saint, who's the F-16. And we want this result to be Saint and not Slam. Okay, so I'm going to say Slam's odd and Saint's even. So Slam's odd, so we want even. Okay, we got lucky. Right, good. Yeah, because we didn't want our bombers getting messed about right here, did we? So Saint's going to be his target. He is not going to be able to get in the front arc. He might be able to get in the beam, and yeah, he's just going to BVR. So now the beam range. What did I say? The range was 4. Siskov. Yeah, the beam range is 4. However, if he does have to attack from the rear, it's going to be 2 range. Okay, let's have a look then. Right, so there's the scuff there, there's Saint Flight there. Yeah, I think if he reaches that hex, well, in actual fact, could he get... That's still beam as well though, isn't it? Or is it? Oh, see these angles. See, try to work out all these angles. I'm not good at that. Right, looking on the back of this card again. Right, I'm going to go and work out where Siskov can kind of go. It's better if it just pauses and try and work it out. What I find I'm better doing is grabbing a flight. There's one with a heart. And then what I'll do is I'll leave that there. We'll put Siskov on top. And then we know where he is and what he's facing is and whatever. And the medium altitude markers there as well. Oh, he's got a max turn as well, so he's got to go straight to start with. Right, okay. I'll pause and have a wee look, see what I can come up with. Yeah, I think I can get in the beam, but not the forward arc. It's the beam, yeah, it's a range of 4. Again, it's possible that, well, I don't think so. So we've got to move straight ahead to start with. We can't because we've got a max turn. So 1, 2, and remember he was set in dash. Sorry, I should have a dash marker in there as well. I'll put that there. So for a speed of 6. So that was 2 spent. That's down to 4, and there's Saint Flight there. So we're trying to get into his beam arc. Like I say, I think I would need to get into this hex here to be in his front. Well, hang on then. Let's do a free 30-degree turn there. And then another 1, 2. So we've got 2 movement points left. If we'd done a free 30-degree turn there, and then we'd done our last... No, hang on. We've done a free 30-degree turn there, and we've got two movement points left, Grant. See? Yeah, it's doable. You just don't see it. Right, and then we move there. We've got 1 movement point left, and for our final movement point, we're going to do 30, 60, 90-degree turn. And we're in his front. Yeah, because the front arc goes up halfway through that hex, but we're the attacker, so we decide. When I say we, I'm talking about the boat actually. But yeah, I think that was right. Well, there's the flight we moved from. So it was 1, 2, free turn, 3, 4, free turn, 5, and then turn 30, 60, 90. Yeah. So he ends with a max turn. That's SAM launch markers for the SAM that we're sitting on top of. He's at medium altitude. You know what? I'm gonna put these on the card. So he's got a max turn, a medium altitude, and a dash marker, right? And that's where he started, that's where he's finished. He's spent all his movement points. He's in the front arc, so he's got a range of 7 on Saint. Yeah, again, was there an opportunity to try an engagement attempt, because I could roll now and there's no movement points left to try and engage again, but I don't think so. I think if I wanted to get in his front arc, which is what I've achieved, I think that's how I had to do it. But yeah, I do sometimes wonder about my movement. So I'm going to take that away. We're going to go with that. And you know what? If I've got it slightly wrong, it'll be brought to my attention, no doubt. Okay, so he's going to attempt BVR engagement. His weapon was... Right, well, let's just get this on the go. Right, back to BVR engagement. Just checking. Defender detected. Yeah, he has. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't get right round to getting that Cobra and looking at us and saying, don't. Yeah, he's in range. Of course, we've managed to get in his front arc. We've got a range of 7. There's no rules of engagement issues, like I've said. Look down, we're both at the same altitude. Don't think the MiG-29 has any look down issues. Anyway, does it? No. Attacker is defender and forward arc. He does indeed. And yeah, the rest doesn't apply. So BVR, so it's a base and 9. Just the first 2 modifiers. His aggression value is +1. And the target is not in a different altitude band. So he's getting a +1 and he needs a 9. So here we go. +1, he needs a 9. Yeah, easy. 9, that's a 6, isn't it? 15. So 16, so yeah, it does work. So I'm kind of glad about that, because I do wonder if I could have turned more carefully to have more than one engagement attempt, you know. Because I find sometimes when I look at my moves and then afterwards looking at them saying, well, you could have turned much easier. I have difficulties with that, obviously. Okay, so we've done engagement, so now maneuver. And again, this is attacker only. So maneuver, shot resolution, depletion, damage allocation, morale markers, and then bailout. That's what we're looking at. Okay, so let's look at maneuver then. Right, the maneuver table, we're on the BVR die roll column. Now he's got, remember it's undamaged aircraft. So he's got a damaged aircraft and a aircraft that was shot down. So he's got 2 aircraft in his flight. So we're looking on the 2 column. BVR, so it's just these modifiers down the bottom. There's no altitude band difference. That doesn't apply, doesn't apply, doesn't apply. Doesn't apply, doesn't apply. That does apply because he's attacking from our forward arc. Yes. And his aggression value is a +1. So he's getting a +3 to this. Oops. So a +3 on the 2 column. Let's see what we get. +3 on the 2 column. That looks pretty decent. So 14 +3 is 17. 17 on the the 2 column. It's the 2 column. 17 on the 2 column. Yeah, 17 is the number you want, isn't it? That's 3 shot opportunities. Even on the 2 column, it's still 3 shot opportunities. Yeah. Right, so the bot always takes all its shot opportunities. It doesn't care. It doesn't think about any of that. So let's see what they're going to be. Now, what's he got weapon-wise? Right, there's a way. Well, he's got radar homing missiles and guns. The guns are the better option for him, because he gets a +3. No, hang on, this is BVR, Grant. Careful. He's only going to get a +1 for the radar homing missile. He gets a +3 for his... Oh no, stop. No, he can't use his guns because it's BVR, Grant. Right. Yeah, okay, so his radar homing missile gives a +1. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting a bit of a mess here. So he gets a +1 for that, and this doesn't apply because it's BVR, Grant. Yeah, okay. So a +1, he's got 3 shot opportunities. He's going to take them all, so he's got a +1 for all of these. Let's see what we get. That's not a good start. 14 + 1 is 15. So that's a crippled result. Okay. Again, I can see myself having to add some bit of notepaper, I think, because to track this. Okay, I'm sure I won't forget. Right, second shot with a +1. Ooh, it's only 6. +1, 7, so that's no effect. So still just the crippled result. Third shot with a +1. Ooh, bad rolls there. Well, he got the first one, so that's no effect as well. So he's got one crippled result. But we'll roll for depletion first now. So he used 3 shots, so he's going to get a -2 at the depletion, and his depletion number is 6. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, 6. So with a -2, he's going to have to roll very high here. Oops. Right. So depletion level 2, depletion level 6 with a -2. He's rolled 7, which isn't bad, but still not good enough, because 7 -2 is 5. That is going to deplete the weapons. So we'll mark that off. Siskov has no radar home missile. All he's got left now is his guns. So that's good. So that means he can't BVR anymore. Just thinking about my bombers, obviously. Okay, so now we're over to damage allocation. So damage allocation for Saint Flight, he's got 4 aircraft, yeah. So we're rolling on the 4 column here. What was it? It was a crippled result, wasn't it? Yeah. So let's just see what flight's getting crippled. Roll the 7 on the 4 column. That is C3. Nothing's crippled. There's no harm being done to these yet. So it's flight aircraft number 3 that's now going to be crippled. So crippled was the red pen, wasn't it? So I'll just mark that in on Saint aircraft number 3. So there we go. Saint aircraft number 3 is now red, crippled. So that's that, and then I think we just move on to morale now. Right, well this is what could spoil it even more for him, I suppose. So obviously it's just the defender that rolls on this table. We're rolling on the BVR column. Now his aggression value, well actually it's +2. So +2 doesn't apply. That, however, does apply. That gives a -1. So that's a +1. That doesn't apply. So we've got a +1 on this. And we want to roll high. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think it should be decent enough. So +1, 12, 13 on the BVR. It's no alteration to the aggression value. It will do well. It would have done a jettison check, but however, it's a clean flight now. So yeah, no harm done there. Then that's good. Okay, so it means he can still. Well, again, I'm still not looked into the guns option to see if he might want to do something. Well, you know what? Because, well, the SAM launched though, didn't it? So do we need to really do anything? No, I don't think we do. I think now we probably just want to get in with our bombers. Right, so that was morale check. Any markers? Yeah, we get a BVR marker, don't we? Mark disorder about. Place a BVR avoid marker if any shots occurred. They did. So he's going to get a BVR avoid marker. And there's no bailout to roll for. Right, so BVR avoid. Sorry, I thought she had stopped barking. I was on pause there. having a wee moment to herself. This was Saint Flight, yeah. So beware avoid on that. I can't put that on the card because remember we've got 2 F-16 flights. That should be away. So it's got a beware avoid marker on and there was no bailout to check for. Right, all good. So that is Siskov done his thing. Yeah. Well, it's over to us. That's them. They've only got that 1 flight left. So yeah, it's up to us what we want to do now. I mean, Cobra's not able to do anything really. I still think we should try and get him across our side of the front because we're going to possibly lose points if we don't. And then we've got our bomber, and then we've got Saint Flight, which doesn't have anything. I mean, to be honest, he could go in on Siskov here quite easily. But it's not just that he's got a BVR avoid. I think that only costs a movement point to remove, doesn't it? I think it's all about slam here next. I think because there's not any more we can. Well, I'm saying that. Like I've already said, can we possibly? Well, hold on. No, I've already said that this is launched at SAM, hasn't it? So it can't fire again, can it? SAM fire prerequisites. SAMs may not fire at targets that are less than minimum range. SAMs may not fire. Right, come on. Right. I'll look up SAM launch marker, Grant. Okay, well, I was struggling to find things there, and I went over the computer and typed in SAM launch, and there's 8 results came up, and none of them say anything about the fact that the SAM cannot. I mean, with the SAM launch marker, if we were trying to locate the SAM, we would get a bonus to locating it. If it's acquired, there's certain things there. There's nothing to say that it can't attack again. So maybe I'm been going down the wrong road with that one. I still kind of want to feel that might be the case, but maybe not. Yeah, well, I'm not fine. If I look at SAM attacks, I mean, you think it would be in there if it was. I'm not the wrong bit. It's at full 15 somewhere. SAM attacks, you know, they can fire up to their attack range. The prerequisites may only fire at flights during the movement phase, following the target's expenditure of a movement point, or immediately after it is scattered or performed SAM avoidance. It says no more than 2 SAM units may attack the same flight in a game turn. SAM may not fire at targets less than the minimum range. Stop. SAMs may fire no more than once per game turn. Man, there it's there. I read this recently, didn't I? It's maybe been too long a day, this. SAMs may fire no more than once per game turn. And that's why the SAM launch marker is on it. Well, it tells you there, Grant, if you're, I went and looked for SAM launch marker, search for it, hoping that it would tell me, a SAM with a SAM launch marker can maybe not fire again this turn, but it kind of does tell you there. And I've just went on by it. Right, okay. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this part because I'm not sure I'm going to get the time to get back and finish this. I know I'm sort of delaying this bombing run. I'm sort of dragging it out here. There is still a possibility I might get back tonight. It is getting on a bit, however. I'm just going to go and get something to eat now, though. So rather than just pause, I think I'll just put this together as a part and we can come back. Well, it's our turn. And we've just got to move all our flights. 1, 2, 3, 4 of our flights haven't moved yet. So maybe before I press record again, I might look at, well, we now know we don't need to worry about that, Sam. So it's possible the best thing to do with Saint is maybe to have a go at Siskov rather than look into this gun option. Because, you know, we can't do anything more with that anyway. This 2K22 of our suppose, and then the sort of SC13, the 2K22 coming out. But yeah, I think we need to go in with the bombs this time. Because we've done everything we can. This is launched, so it cannot launch at us again. So we're going to get the inherent AAA in there. We're going to get the AAA in there as well. This has done nothing, this suppression. And yeah, and we'll see what result. Well, actually, we won't see what result our bombs do, will we? Because you don't get to see them until the end. Anyway, okay. Right, I know it's only 40 minutes there and probably not a lot happened again, but I do need to take a break now as well. So I might as well just cut this and I'll come back with the next part. Might be a late night episode, you never know, but more likely it might be tomorrow sometime. Okay, cheers.